My amazing Leos, welcome into a general weekly reading for you. Let's begin and jump right into the Moonology Messages Oracle deck and see what this week is going to look like for us. To begin, for Leo, you're going to be feeling happy throughout the week. You're going to be feeling enlightened, special even. There's a sense of people looking to you in the midst of you taking the lead in your own life and maybe even within a situation or two of importance. It is a week where Spirit's saying what's at hand, where you end up being, what you end up wrapped up with, who you connect with and who you disconnect from and what you disconnect from, all meant to be. There's a sense of this week reminding you and others the true purpose along your individual path, and even I want to say in regards to other people's individual paths. There's a sense of empowerment throughout the week. There's a sense of you feeling good about your choices. I'm being drawn to the word fortune. You will be gaining money throughout the week and you're going to be expressing certain levels of truth, as I feel there may be somebody holding back from telling you the truth, but you already know what they were about to say, okay? Or you already know what they feel the need to say, but don't, if that makes sense. Whether you're predictive in nature, someone's already told you, you've already realized this, something of the sort. But yeah, you're going to be doing a lot of speaking. I'm seeing the Eight of Wands. But like Libra, they also got this card for this week. Abundance, my friend. You are going to be feeling the abundance flowing back into your life in new and already existing forms, in money as part of which. But there's comfort, there's peace, there's happiness once again, and there's quality connecting to not just other souls, but for some a community or two, but as well to your work, to maybe a hobby or two, to your home environment, and maybe even to a work situation for some. As I just twitched a bit, I do feel like there's spiritual effects throughout the week that need to be brushed off, ignored, and don't let it get the best of you, okay? It is a week where you're going to be getting messages from Spirit very clearly in regards to what's at hand and more so in regards to what lies ahead, all right? We do prepare you even when you don't realize that preparation process is taking place. But I do feel as if they're saying you may need to process your feelings throughout the week, but do notice from my empath Leo's drawn to the reading when it's not your energy, right? Therefore, Spirit's saying, let's cleanse our energy. You may need to do this multiple times a day or at least once to release that negativity or that anxiety or for some anger or just emotions otherwise, because I don't feel you're in an emotional state or even having the highs of those kind of negative emotions. Does that make sense? So if you do find yourself feeling any sort of energy coming to be or sticking with you like that, I guarantee you're an empath. Cleanse. You'll see a huge difference in how you shift forward, how you feel. But some of which may need to face their fears, all right? For somebody, it's a fear of being alone, some of which is in regards to your finances, some of which is in regards to maintaining a roof over your head, all right? And maybe in regards to a loved one, if not, a couple for you. But that's not the main part of the week. Patience, my friend. I feel like your patience is paying off, but you may as well need to have patience when it comes to work for a lot, when it comes to maybe somebody that you're connected to in this world, maybe in regards to getting something accomplished. For somebody, it's definitely customers or clientele. It could be your spirituality and other types of energy affecting you, as I just stuttered a bit. But yeah, I feel like I'm getting the message of it's been a long time coming for a lot to see something start to progress and take off. It may be, as well in regards to finding options for love that actually feel like they could go somewhere, or one in particular. Or maybe you're finally gaining that commitment, that next stage being initiated or locked down is what I just heard when it comes to your significant other. But all right, for somebody, it's patience paying off in regards to your finances finally, starting to look better for you and more of it flowing in. Let's pull a couple more and then we'll shift on forward to some Kipper cards. 450, look up the angel number meaning 450. 450. We also have the knowledge card and take a risk. I feel like a risk you took a while back for a lot, maybe recent, but it feels for the majority it was a while back. It's paying off for you, all right? You're, okay, being shown the color yellow at certain points, maybe wanting to wear it like I am today, and it's because they're saying at this point, Leo, we need more sunny vibes. You represent the sun, right? And so when a Leo is not feeling happy, or at least not the happiest version of their self, it's just things feel off, right, for you and other people. But they're also saying we're preparing you to take another risk moving forward, a calculated one, and that will help you steer your ship. I'm getting this as a what's it called? Whatever you steer the ship with, okay? And I feel as if you are going to be, you're being viewed as a flower, viewed at as a flower, okay? Sorry, spirits are negatively affecting me right now, but I do sense that they're saying this is because you have a delicacy to you. You have this growing nature about you in a consistent way, or consistent ways, and you're blossoming throughout the week, okay? You also are smelling good is what I'm getting. You know, definitely giving me the message of when a flower smells good. But knowledge, you are wise, my friend, and you're gaining more knowledge from your spiritual connection, from your intuition, from other people. You're knowing more throughout the week in regards to what you got yourself into in a positive sense. And you're knowing more throughout the week by the end in regards to what a new commitment potentially could look like. All right, somebody's getting a promotion at work down the line. Somebody is going to be gaining a new place to live, or maybe a new lease on a car is what I'm getting specifically. But it feels like a time where you are accepting responsibility like a master, and there is some important self-reflection that involves you taking responsibility, accountability even, in regards to your choices recently. But these are a lot of oracles, but they feel very important for your reading. There's so much support coming through from spirits, from other people. I'm getting specifically, it could be at home, but there's a job situation where people are supporting each other very nicely, and you're benefiting from this, all right? Other people are as well. It just feels like people want to support, and it's maybe part of that situation naturally. It has to be. It's maybe even expected. But the law of attraction, talking about you attracting in exactly what you need the most at this time, maybe what you want in a smaller sense, but you may be reflecting upon a recent attraction in regards to something that you once upon a time asked for, longed for. For Leo to continue, some Kipper cards. Sorry, I'm feeling a little bit stiff right now. Bad health, some of which, like myself, need to stop apologizing for things that you don't need to apologize for. The bad health card coming out in reverse, I feel like you're in good health. You're maybe improving your health. You're feeling healthier, right? But for some, there might be a focus on someone else's bad health. Definitely is going to be a coworker for me. But he makes his own choices, right? And he chooses to stress. He once upon a time told me, actually multiple times, being stressed is an important part of life. Are you kidding me? I literally reacted like that. I'm like, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. All right, you do not need to be stressed to be successful. You do not need to be stressed to live a great life, right? To achieve what you're meant to, plus some. And I stand proud in saying that, okay? But yeah, I feel like they maybe need to learn a thing or two from you, okay? But as well, I feel you are going to be like Libra, feeling a wealthy future coming to be, or being reminded to you that lies ahead. Some of which that are single are going to be reminded that you're meant to date somebody who's well off, or just has a good head on their shoulders, and will be after a certain point. But I do feel as if there's a community of importance, maybe a couple for a lot drawn to the reading, where this is benefiting you. Ooh, there's a false person in your midst. A lot of which this is at work. They're not to be trusted. And there's also a focus on a family room. You may as well find that a situation is more spiritually surrounded and involved, connected than you thought. Oh goodness, that's going to be where I'm moving to. But as well, where I work, my serving job here in California is so haunted at certain points, or in general, whatever. Let's move on to some tarot. Ooh, look at this. There may be a message of importance coming through from somebody who could be a lover for you, or maybe someone who you're already entangled with. But I feel like certain levels of platonic entanglements are part of this week for you. Moving on to the Five of Cups in reverse. As one of not multiple other people in your world are expecting the worst, I feel you, for whatever reason or reasons, are simply accepting your life choices and what's at hand throughout the week, and you're expecting and accepting the best. I feel like there's evidence to you and other people that makes a world of a difference and creates. If I could even hold it up. Wow, sorry. See, I do it too often. It's creating, bringing in new forms and even more of the current existing forms of abundance for you. Beautiful. What a mouthful. As I do feel at certain points you're pushed to think about what you don't have. There's more of a focus on what you do have. All right. And you're not really feeling a longing for this and that, but more so just doing what you have to do to manifest, to receive what you're meant to moving forward. But as I do need to catch my breath, you may need to as well throughout the week, but you can see how even in the midst of being negatively spiritually affected and me having to take a deep breath, I was smiling. All right. There's just this feeling of things working out for you more so as you gain knowledge. This knowledge intake at certain points is going to be very informative, enlightening. And I wouldn't be surprised if spirits are gifting you creative ideas. And other ideas that aren't to be labeled very much so as creative, but useful. And they're saying, for those of which gaining a lot of ideas and messages from spirit, even synchronicities, I want to say, write them down, okay? You may need to dedicate a notebook like I do for these kind of messages because it's a lot, right? How are you expected to remember and utilize all of which? And you may need to even if you do utilize it in the moment and gain something of importance, it may come in handy down the line, okay? Again, but the Ace of Cups awkwardly coming out from the top of the deck because it's an abundant week once again. You're feeling a fullness when it comes to your heart. There's satisfaction throughout the week. There's admirable qualities about you. I feel people really are digging this Leo collective's energy. 1249, look up the angel number meaning, 1249. But falling onto the ground, the Eight of Swords. It feels like this is a week where Spirit's saying, let the restrictments in your life, let the limitations, the uncomfortable energy fall to the wayside and embrace the new, embrace the better, embrace the more stable and comfortable for you. But it feels like a very spiritually connected, very intuitive week for you where, no shocker there, your world is changing for the better. I feel like you're getting to know yourself better while helping other people in so many different ways. It feels like as well, Leo, you're gaining positive karma throughout the week because you've helped people time and time again, even when you didn't need to, but because you felt you should, because you wanted to, because you're a kind soul. There's a bravery and a risk-taking way about you, once again, going back to this card that's paying off in so many beautiful ways. They're saying when you do what's right for you and you leave behind what was not meant to go past that specific point, even if it felt once upon a time or in general was supposed to, you then have more liveliness, you have more comfort, more peace, more different forms of abundance once again. But they're also saying we're preparing you for a new birthing when it comes to a situation that is going to change your world even more so and bring you more abundance, if we could say that word a million more times. But it is a week where you are putting in the work and you're seeing things flow in your world more so, things happening for you. Somebody, if not a couple different people, feel they made the right choice when accepting you into a situation or providing you with something of importance. I do feel like this is a week where they're saying you are truly shining like the sun that you truly are. Okay? So if this was truly helpful, as always, I'm sending you a ton of love and light, Until next time, Leo.